All rise. Support court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1085, Campbell case.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, ladies, you may be seated. I'm Judge Brian D. Woodard, and ma'am, you brought this case before me. Matter of fact, before I get started on anything, I see your both last names are Campbell.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. So what is your first name?
Kelly Campbell.
Kelly Campbell.
Yes.
And you, ma'am?
I'm Rochelle, but you can call me Ro.
Okay, Rowan and
Kelly.
Kelly, okay. Yes. Kelly Rowan, let me go there because if I forget it, because Rowan Kelly. All right, so let's get started. So go ahead and tell me about this.
My name is Kelly Campbell, the best project manager the city has to offer. I brought my cousin to court because she's attempting to want to get involved in her son's life all of a sudden, but her choices, they're poor.
Wow. Kelly wastes no time setting the tone. She's not just here as a concerned family member. She's calling her cousin childish and claiming she's completely unfit to parent. The tension is thick already. But is this genuine concern or a power play wrapped in moral judgment? Engagement prompt. Do you think Kelly is really worried about the child? Or is there something else going on here?
She's not taking care of her responsibilities. Does she have children with you or living with you or?
She has a son, 6 years old.
6 years old?
Yes.
And so what makes her childish?
She's just,
Girl,
she
I'm
wanna be in
grown.
these streets. She's
Girl,
from
I'm
Hold on
grown.
one second. We're gonna get to that
I'm
part.
real grown.
Okay, Miss Grown, one thing about it is grown people don't have to tell other grown people that they're grown. So just wait till I get to you and then we're gonna go ahead and get this train moving. But I'm gonna get to you.
Yes, sir.
Miss Rowe. Yeah, R-O, really obvious. All right, let's go.
If
Let's
you
go.
could change the R to a H. But the point, what I'm saying is,
We're not going there, but go ahead. I'm just
I
gonna go ahead and over like
Emotions
that.
are
I
hot.
understand, but let's go ahead and get to business.
She's childish because she chooses to mix up her priorities.
Okay.
Kelly accuses Rochelle of leaving her son in a home with no AC, just a gym fan in 105-degree weather. That's not just neglectful, it's dangerous. But then the judge steps in, reminding everyone that chaos won't help this case. Emotional. Highlight: the judge calling out both parties shows just how emotionally charged and out of control this situation really is. Engagement. Prompt: should Rochelle lose custody over this? Or is Kelly exaggerating the danger?
Ms. Rowe,
Got it.
when it's time for you to go, I will go back to you, Ms. Rowe.
Yes.
But for right now, please keep quiet. Can we do that? Let's get this show back on the road.
Thank you, because she's rude.
I didn't ask about what she is. I'm just asking you to go ahead and continue to tell me what you're going to do.
I stand corrected.
Oh, yes,
Honor.
ma'am. Let's go.
I apologize. As I mentioned, her 6-year-old is in very poor conditions. Circulating hot air with hot air is not going to fly. As I mentioned, the temperatures are high. She leaves a bowl of noodles, chicken flavor, for her son, Capri Suns that aren't refrigerated. The child is so behind educationally. All he know how to do is whoa. It's just a lot going on. I don't like it, and I am going to be the provider for her child. And that's it, point blank.
Okay. And Ms. Campbell, what are you actually asking for before I go further into this?
Honestly, I want the full custody of her child, Caleb.
Okay.
And I would like her to pay me since she wants other men to pay her. But that's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to tell me before I move on to Ms. Rowe?
I want you to see that she's truly childish, lax.
I didn't ask for insults. I said, is there anything that you
I'm
want to
sorry.
tell me?
I didn't know that was
before-
an insult. It's really factual. No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see, this is going to be a challenge. Whew, don't you know? Miss Rowe, let's go. Continue this show.
Thank you, Judge. Okay.
Rochelle finally speaks and admits she left her 6-year-old home alone for a date. Noodles and a Capri Sun were his dinner. This isn't a sitcom. This is real life. The way she brushes it off, just 2 hours, is jaw-dropping. Emotional. Highlight: this isn't just irresponsible, it's heartbreaking That child deserved better. Engagement prompt. Would you trust this mother again after hearing that?
He was good. It was just for like 2 hours. I was gonna be right back, and I was gonna bring
How,
him
how,
back.
wait a minute, how long?
Like 2 hours. We
2
had
hours.
reservations, so we was gonna get right in.
So you made reservations and you left your child with her for just 2 hours. Was it just for that night,
It
or
was
it?
not 2 hours, Your Honor. It was 6
Okay.
hours
All right.
plus 2 bonus hours because
Okay.
she wanted to have a
All
rendezvous.
right, hold on one second. Okay, continue this. Yeah, this
Thank
is
you.
interesting.
No
I really want to hear this one.
She think because she got a pool.
Well,
in her
I ain't
backyard.
worried about that. Let's get to the facts.
Okay,
Go ahead.
sorry. So I spent the block, ran to the Perry's with the fella. You know what I'm saying? He was fine. Okay. So look, I'm trying to get him a stepdad. I was gonna bring him back a Porkchop special. Have you had one of them Perry's Porkchops?
You trying to get a
It's like this
stepdaddy.
big.
Listen,
It's-
you're trying to go and get.
Now she's trying to justify her actions by saying she was working on the bigger picture, finding a stepdad. Using pork chops to seal the deal? The judge is stunned. Viewers, this is where the case turns from tragic to absurd. Transition. From danger to delusion, this case keeps escalating. Engagement. Prompt. Does this sound like a parent fighting for their child or someone chasing their own comfort?
Hold on a second, man.
So me and the man went out to dinner. I get back, they all, you're not supposed to leave your baby here, this and this and this. I'm like, he's 6 years old. He got some noodles. He got a couple of Capri Suns. I cracked the window, the fan was on, so he was good. They say I'm unfit. You know, I
Hold on
I
one second.
fight a couple people, bust a few windows, plant some tires, and they think that I can't. that
Ma'am, you cannot be serious right now.
Dead.
Are you really serious right now? Number one, you're talking about what? First of all, let me say this. How hot is it outside right now?
105. That's the
Hold
car.
on. I'm asking her because you're already at 105 because you're already talking. You heated up, and I understand.
I'm sorry, I'm
It's
passionate.
how hot is it outside right now?
Well, that day it was, cause we went at night.
I
So,
didn't
it cooled down
ask
a
whether
little
you
bit.
went at night or anything, because it's still hot at night as well too.
I mean, about 80, 90, you know, it cooled down. But he had a fan.
And you got a fan. You gave the child a fan in the car.
I cracked the window.
You cracked it. So what is this child, a dog?
No. Caleb, he's a human.
But it's hot outside and you're going to give the child a fan. And then what
And
else?
Capri Sun.
And a Capri Sun.
Two.
Now let me ask you something. Would you want a hot car or a hot environment and somebody to give you a Capri Sun?
No, I was at Perry's.
You know what? Sometimes you just don't have the words to say. And I guess this is one of those times where, Lord have mercy, I do not have the words to say. Now this lady right here, Miss, what'd you say your first name was again?
Kelly with a capital K.
Miss Kelly with the capital K.
The best project
Okay,
manager.
I didn't ask if you was the best or the worst because you have no proof to tell me if you did right or wrong. It comes to those project managers or whatever else you say. You don't have to build the words up
work
to
too,
me.
Kelly.
Okay, but if you don't,
You wouldn't want to be treated like that, would you? The judge asks. That moment hits hard. Rochelle claims he was good, but who leaves a young child in sweltering heat with a cracked window like a dog? Emotional highlight. This is where the court strips away the excuses. Reality bites. Engagement prompt. What would you do if your relative left your child like that?
You know what I'm saying? You
yeah, I
know,
see.
I'm
Okay.
setting him up.
all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Miss Rowe, how much do you make how much you make a year?
I make 65.
65,000 a year. Doing what again?
I work for insurance.
Insurance. And insurance, yeah, this
But
costs
I'm
somebody
trying
else.
to bag a baller.
All right, so before I do anything else, quick question, because I almost forgot. So who pays the health insurance for this child?
I do.
Okay, both of y'all can't say that at the same time. So
I'm the mama.
I pay. It comes out of my check, $350.
I love my baby.
if you all you've been talking about is pork chops.
Your Honor,
I
can
can
I?
tell you probably.
Now the gloves come off. Kelly accuses Rochelle of only showing up for tax season to claim her son as a dependent. If true, this is beyond petty. It's exploitation. Rochelle calls it a lie, but the damage is done. Emotional highlight. This isn't just a custody fight, it's a war of character. Engagement prompt. Do you believe Rochelle is only showing up for money, or is this another family feud getting out of hand?
And you obviously $65,000 for your income. Are you paying your cousin anything for keeping this child and taking care of this child?
What I'm paying for?
She barely will give me the food stamp. She get $1,500 in the food
Okay,
stamp.
I see where this is going
want
now,
my
man.
baby back.
Okay, yeah, there's everything. You think the world just revolves around you, because I cannot believe what I'm hearing right now. So this is what we're going to do. And it's obviously that, yeah, you are going to be paying something. I mean, you make $65,000 a
Barely.
year.
Barely.
Okay, so how long have you had the child? What's his name? Caleb.
Caleb, correct. Caleb has been with us about a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yes, because thank God they did a welfare check.
And you haven't received anything for a year and a half.
Absolutely not, but sorry, excuses.
Hold on. It's not here to insult. I'm just asking questions. A year and a half, you haven't received anything.
Barely.
Okay, obviously this child is going to need to be taken care of, because, you know, everything in life is just ain't free. You just can't drop your child off and let somebody else take care of it.
I didn't drop him off.
She's taking care of your child.
I want him back.
She's taking care of. Okay, so how come you just now coming to court and saying that you just want him back? What happened to the past year?
I've been saying I want him back. She keep dragging me through the mud.
Dragging you through.
Oh, I'm unfit. I'm very fit. I go to
Ma'am,
the
I'm just going to say this. When you're talking about caviar and stuff like that, obviously you have other reasons. So this is what we're going to do. So you're.
Fit.
Are you? Judge,
Hold on, ladies, hold on. Because we're not going to go there. Y'all sound like my family during Christmas time. So, Miss Ro Campbell.
Yes.
You see, you make $65,000 a year.
The judge lays it out. Rochelle makes $65K a year but hasn't paid a dime toward her child's care. Meanwhile, Kelly's been carrying the weight. Whether you like her or not, Kelly's been stepping up. Summary. Highlight. It's not about who's louder, it's about who's consistent, and Rochelle has been MIA engagement prompt. If you were the judge, would you have made the same ruling?
Your hot rim, 100 plus. We're gonna add that $163 to it. So basically, you got to pay something. You can't just let your cousin take care of all the business while you're thinking all high and mighty with pork chops and caviar. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, before we get to that, let me go ahead and get this before I forget about it. So, yes, you're going to pay. Okay, and the thing is, you're home. Okay, you shouldn't be out there with the man eating pork chops and caviar while she's over there taking care of your child and not getting a dime.
And just like that, the gavel comes down. Rochelle is ordered to pay over $1,000 a month in support. The judge doesn't mince words. If she truly wanted her son back, it shouldn't have taken this long, or a pork chop dinner. Professional wrap-up. In Campbell v. Campbell, the court ruled in favor of consistent caregiving over biological ties. This case reminds us that love isn't just a feeling, it's a responsibility. CTA. What did you think about this case? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like if you were stunned by the testimony. And don't forget to subscribe for more real courtroom drama with real consequences.